your impression of the Cowboys? I mean, is that what you expected? Sunday night?
Listen, that game should probably be I think Brian Dable was right. Like, I don't think the Giants are competing for the NFC East. He didn't say that. I said that. But, every time they play an elite, it seems like they get the doors blown off them. The Eagles last year, it's like when that's where you have to go, you see how far it is. I'm not crazy about the wide receiver room. Daniel Jones, huge contract. He's going to be under a lot of pressure. But that game should probably be 27-10. Right? I mean, totally different game than they had on their script. I mean, the first drive, they're going down, they're going to get points, they get a field goal blocked. There's another defensive touchdown. Everything went wrong. And I think Brian Dable said it right after the game. Was like, I'm not going to get up here and make it about me, which a lot of coaches do after a game like that, where they start yelling and they say, guys didn't give effort. It's going to be a long flight, whatever. Dable was like, listen, we didn't execute, which is what happened. Now, what he didn't say is we got a long way to go from a talent standpoint, which I think is true. But it was a torrential downpour, the whole thing. The game played into their hands, and the Giants can't play from behind on teams.
And then last one for you, just to combine a couple of other games, Chris, who won do you think is more of an indication of who they're going to be this year, Raiders or Packers?
Packers.
Chris? You didn't start.
Packers. I think the Packers are I'll wait a couple weeks before I use the G word, but they're a good team, I think, possibly this year, especially in that division. Jordan Love's going to be a guy that everybody roots for. I mean, he's been sitting in a dark room for 4 years, no pun intended, watching film of Aaron Rodgers. And, it's his turn. And we were talking about it on our show. You can't, because Kyle, my brother, was like, he makes some, I'm careful saying this, but he makes some Rodgers-y throws where, like they're very creative arm angles and that sort of thing. And, when you watch a guy for 4 years, it's like being a kid and, hanging around your dad, you pick up some of the same vernacular, you get the same mannerisms. And, I think, and it's not how he would have drawn it up, but this is a really, really good way to get your first start in normal circumstances. I'm not talking about the Chiefs game. I'm talking about just waiting and being surrounded by some good talent. Dobbs, who I've had on my fantasy team, I feel like since he got in the league. And then this year, somebody drafted him, took him out from under me. But Dobbs, Watson didn't play. And on defense, you have a stable of rushers that got better as the year went on last year, and a coordinator who probably went a long way to saving his job security a little bit. So I think this team is actually pretty decent. I don't think the Raiders are that good, but, we'll see.
Catch the Rich Eisen Show every single day on the Roku channel, 12 to 3 Eastern, for free.